You've never once seen your credit score sitting on a job application, but it follows you into every room anyway. It decides whether you get the apartment, the loan, the card, and exactly what price you pay for all three. Every 50 points you climb strips real dollars off your life. Over time, that gap adds up to hundreds of thousands. This is what life actually looks like at every level of credit, from the very bottom to the very top. 430. You're not entirely sure how it got this low. An unpaid medical bill, a repo, maybe just no history at all. Doesn't matter how. You apply for a standard credit card? Denied. A store card? Denied. You look at a $650 apartment. The landlord pulls your credit and calls the next morning to say it's no longer available. It's available. The next landlord wants first month, last month, and a $700 deposit. $1,950 before you've slept there once.
A buy here, pay here lot puts you in an older Honda with high mileage at nearly 25% APR. $10,000 in interest alone on a car worth a fraction of that. No phone carrier will give you a plan. You pay upfront for prepaid. Your insurance renews and your premium jumps $47 with no claim filed. You look into a payday loan for rent. Borrow $400, owe $460 2 weeks later, which works out to an annualized rate north of 390%. The system doesn't ignore you at this level. It charges you just to exist in it. Score 540. One collection account gets paid off, 7 straight months of on-time payments, and something starts moving, barely. You open a secured card by depositing $200 of your own money. Your limit is $200. You take a card with a $75 annual fee just to build history, treating the fee like rent. A credit union quotes you a car loan at over 18%.
Still expensive, but thousands cheaper in total interest than the buy here, pay here lot. You find apartments that skip the credit check. They're not in the neighborhood you wanted, but you take one. A consolidation loan gets denied. Not yet. The cruelest part of this range is that you're genuinely trying, and the reward is a $300 limit and a fee. Score 601. 14 months of clean payments and your secured card graduates. Unsecured now. Deposit refunded.
First real card with a real limit. Still a steep rate, but you pay it in full every month. You look into buying a home. You technically qualify for an FHA loan, but the rate quoted is brutal. On a $220,000 loan, you'd pay well over $300,000 in interest alone over 30 years, plus monthly mortgage insurance. You decide to wait. Your car loan rate drops meaningfully from where it was. Real money back in your pocket.
Every 20 points from here costs noticeably less, and for the first time, you can actually feel it working. Score 641. 2 cards now. 1 credit limit increase, 1 fewer collection. You ask for a limit bump with 0 new spending, your utilization drops and your score climbs a few points just from that single move. The mortgage quote comes down meaningfully from 3 months ago, not because you earn more, purely because the number moved.
You get approved for your first real rewards card. Flat cash back, no annual fee, and suddenly you're earning on money you were already spending. Your car financing rate drops sharply from where it started. A landlord runs your credit, and you simply pass. Standard deposit, no double payment, no extra conditions. The walls aren't gone, but they're open enough to walk through. Score 682. 2 full years of clean history. Several cards, no collections, 24 straight on-time payments. You refinance your car down several points, saving real money over the remaining term. A solid rewards card approves you with rotating category bonuses. You qualify for a conventional loan now, not just FHA. A real down payment, but one you can actually make. You're still paying mortgage insurance, just less of it. You qualify for almost everything now, but you're never quite the best rate on the page. That gap alone costs you real money every year. Not for anything you did wrong, just for not being 1 tier higher yet. Score 718. You didn't do anything dramatic, you just kept paying, kept your utilization low, let time do the work. Real pre-approved offers start arriving unprompted. Solid travel cards, long intro periods at 0%. The mortgage quote drops again,
meaningfully below where you were even a few months back. Tens of thousands saved over the life of the loan compared to where you started.
Your next car loan costs a fraction of the interest the first one did. Same category of car, wildly different price because you're 288 points higher than where you began. Your insurer re-pulls your credit at renewal and your premium drops without you asking. The penalty for who you used to be quietly stops collecting. You're getting the actual advertised rate now, not the footnote everyone else qualifies for. Score 761. Banks have a word for you now: preferred.
A premium travel card approves you, and once you account for the credits it offers, the annual fee is basically erased if you travel even a couple times a year. You lock in a mortgage rate that, compared to where you started years ago, saves you well over $150,000 across the life of the loan. Same house, same lender, completely different number. Your car loan lands at a rate that would have seemed impossible when you started. Your bank proactively offers to raise your credit line, unsecured, without you asking. The system is quietly working in your favor now. Every single number a little cheaper than it used to be. Score 824. Your oldest account is over a decade old. Utilization sits in the low single digits. Never once 30 days late. There's nothing left on your file to penalize. Your mortgage lender calls to lower your rate proactively. You didn't refinance, didn't shop. They just did it. A premium card approves you instantly, and the welcome bonus alone outweighs the fee. You walk into a dealership pre-approved at a rate most people never see. Tell them you're paying cash equivalent, and the price drops before negotiations even start, because the dealer knows you'll simply walk. You're pre-approved for things you never applied for, and delete most of them unread. At the bottom, you paid thousands in interest for a used car worth a few $1,000s. At the top, you pay a fraction of that on a car worth several times more. Same person, entirely different price for money. Your credit score doesn't care how hard you worked or whether that old medical bill was even your fault. It tracks exactly one thing: how reliably you've handled debt, and it uses that single number to price nearly everything else in your life. Pay on time, keep balances under 10% of your limit.
Don't close old accounts. Don't chase 6 new cards in 1 year. People have gone from the very bottom to the top tier in about 6 years, doing nothing more dramatic than that. It's not a second chance. It's the first one that simply takes time to earn. Your score is just a number, but that number quietly decides whether your money works for you or against you every single month. The clock's already running. Every month you wait is a month that doesn't count toward the history you're trying to build. Now you know exactly what every point is actually worth.